What's going on, guys? Gomes here back again on another MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty video. Today we are going to go over the July Topps Now cards that we should be receiving, guys, that we should kind of expect to see. Of course, as you guys probably know, the July Flashbacks Player of the Month and Topps Now are going to be released on this Friday. Tomorrow I will have a video talking about the Player of the Month Flashbacks, who I think I will see. So some guys I might not talk about in this video because I'm saving them for tomorrow's video about the July Player of the Month Flashbacks. Quickly, if you guys could, make sure to leave a like down below on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Been killing it with the support lately. Thank you guys so much. Really been enjoying the videos I've been putting out, and you guys seem to enjoy them as well, so I'm happy about that. But let's get into it. As always, we are going to start with the moments and just see like what guys they have Topps Now cards for there. And then I also went to the Topps Now website and pulled some guys from there that I think are pretty likely. I'll leave the link down to that in the description below, so you guys can check it out over there as well. But first, let's start off with the guys that are actually in the game over here. And the first one is Felix Pena. Of course, he was the starter who started the game that they honored Tyler Skaggs, and this was the combined no-hitter that they threw. I believe Taylor Cole was in there as well, but Felix Pena was the starter in that, I do believe. And this card I think is very possible. I think it would be a very respectful thing for SDS to do. Of course, for Topps Now, if you guys don't know, all these guys have to have Topps Now cards, which he does obviously, and then SDS can really just choose whoever they want and, you know, give it whatever rating they want. So I think Felix Pena, even if it's just a silver or a gold card, I think this would be a great move to do, obviously in honor of Tyler Skaggs. A lot of people talk about it. I don't think they're necessarily going to come out with a new Tyler Skaggs card, just because, you know, we've seen with guys that have passed in the past, such as Jose Fernandez, guys like that, they didn't get cards afterwards. I don't really expect them to do something with Tyler Skaggs right here, but Felix Pena, giving him a card, that would be a great move in my opinion. Daniel Murphy, I still have no idea how this man has not went up to gold. He's been playing pretty well this year, and he's obviously been playing pretty well, at least offensively, for quite some time. He's never really been a defender, but this card right here I think is very possible. I believe this game he had 6 RBIs when they beat the Cincinnati Reds, so I think that does help him out. Usually they more so look at how good of game that you really did have, and then you know, somebody who had a really good game but is a bronze card, it's unlikely that they're going to give them a diamond card. But Daniel Murphy being a silver, pretty much gold, that means that he would probably be able to get a diamond card. The one thing, he does already have a diamond flashback in the game with the Nationals, I do believe, but this card would be cool nonetheless. It would be really hard to use anywhere else but first base with 45 fielding, but Daniel Murphy is right there. Y'all know how I feel about this one. Travis d'Arnaud, I believe he is guaranteed to either get a Topps Now card or a Player of the Month. At first I thought it'd be a Topps Now because he had such a spectacular performance, but he really had such a great month. It could be either. Of course, this is in memorandum of him hitting 3 home runs against the Yankees, including 1 game-winning home run off Aroldis Chapman. I think the stats on this card could be kind of realistic. I think he hit, it might have been all his home runs, all 3 of those against lefties. This could be really just a very good platoon catcher that you guys could keep on your bench. And, you know, if you're playing in ranked and you face a lefty, put in Travis d'Arnaud. I think that would be something very valuable because this is a very good offensive card. 46 speed, 60 fielding, 80 blocking. Not great defensively. Maybe they would boost that, but Travis d'Arnaud, nonetheless, he's going to get a card, I do think, whether it be POTM or a Topps Now card. And you guys know, as a Rays fan, I always love to see it. So I think there is a 100% chance that d'Arnaud gets a card. Brandon Crawford for the San Francisco Giants. Pretty interesting. This game he had 8 RBIs. I don't remember what team they demolished in this game, but the Giants killed it. And, you know, this is when they were on their super surge where they were red hot coming into the break and whatnot. This is obviously not realistic offensively numbers for Brandon Crawford, but I think he could get a card for sure. An 8 RBI performance is pretty special, and I don't think they would give him a signature card. He was good, but he was was never that good. He has a flashback gold. You know, I think this would be a great spot to give him a diamond card because I don't think he's necessarily deserving of a signature card, and obviously his prime is pretty much over at this point, but I think it would be cool. He still has pretty good defense at 73 and then a really good arm strength. Personally, I think arm is almost as important as fielding because especially for a shortstop, if you hit it deep into the hole, that 91 arm strength is really going to help you out and throw out guys with good amount of speed. So Brandon Crawford, I think he would be a nice card to get it. I haven't really used cards of his in the past. I don't know if he has a great swing, but if they gave him like 70 plus power, 70 plus contact, decent defense, and something like that, I think he could definitely be deserving of a diamond card. Steven Strasburg is a very interesting card right here. He had a phenomenal month of July. I think a lot of people aren't talking about him for getting the top card, the Lightning Diamond of the POTM set, but I think there's a really good shot of that happening, and he had two spectacular performances. They could really choose. One, he threw an immaculate inning where he struck out 14 batters in one game, and then another, he had a home run, 3 hits, and 5 RBIs in one game. So I think it could be cool. I don't know, maybe they can mash up the stats a little bit and make like a 90-91 overall card for Steven Strasburg, because once again, I think he's a little bit too young to get a signature card in my opinion, and he's definitely not done. He's not washed. He's still in his prime. So I think it could be cool. It's always fun to see those guys that are good pitching wise and also have some hitting stats along with them. So I think if they made a Steven Strasburg card like that, it would be really cool to see, and it'd be a bit of a rarity. You know, if you think about like the Rick Ankiel, yep, he's good hitting wise, but not the best pitcher. Steven Strasburg would be very nice pitching wise, and they could even give him like 50 power per side, and it could be a fun card. We're at towards, you know, the halfway point of MLB The Show 19. It's time to start putting out some fun cards, and Steven Strasburg would definitely fit the bill. Nelson Cruz, talk about hot, the Bomba Squad. This guy, I think, has a good chance of getting whether a POTM card or a Topps Now. The thing about this, Nelson Cruz, he's 38. You know, he is technically having his highest OPS year at the age of 38, which is kind of insane, but I do think they could probably come up with a signature card of him like a 92 overall. Back at this time with the Rangers, when he was a little bit more spry, didn't have 15 speed, 43 fielding, kind of like his card last year, his breakout. I really would like to see something like that where he has like, you know, 60 speed, he stole 20 bases, about 65 fielding, something like that, and then still good hitting wise. I think we're probably going to see something like that, but I'm not going to count out not like a nice 87, 88 overall diamond. It would not be hard to get this card that high at all because he has no speed and no fielding. He has arm strength, but pure hitting wise, this would be a bench bat for sure. I would not recommend putting him out there. He's pretty much JD Martinez except slower, but this card would be phenomenal. I love his swing, and I think he would be a very nice candidate. He's hit 3 home runs in a game twice within like I think it was 2 weeks. So Nelson Cruz, phenomenal month of July once again. I think one of his 3 home run performances was in August, but I think he's going to get a card. Paul DeJong right here, St. Louis Cardinals lone all-star representative, was on a really bad cold streak. You know, he was starting out the year pretty hot, ended up getting a really bad cold streak, but he had a 3 home run game. It seemed like everybody, if you played baseball in the month of July, you probably had a 3 home run game. Cano had one, dArnaud had one, Nelson Cruz, Paul DeJong. So many guys hit 3 home runs, Eugenio Suarez, but this card will be really cool. A lot of people love Paul DeJong's swing, and he's you know, a shortstop with decent fielding, 80 fielding, which is gold defense, about 70 speed. And then if they give him like 85, 90 power per side, this could be a really nice budget card for a lot of people to have. I think they could make like a nice 86, 87 overall. I don't think his live series is too high. I think it might be a gold, or it might have dropped down to silver. But I think this is a guy that would be a lot of fun. A lot of people really love him. He's always been a nice fan favorite Battle Royale card, and I think this would be a great opportunity to give him a nice usable diamond. The last one from the moments I want to talk about is Steve Wilkerson for the Baltimore Orioles. Now, forgive me, I don't know exactly where he plays. He might be a catcher. I could be wrong on that. Probably not. But he had the first ever position player save in the history of Major League Baseball. This was, I think, in the 16th inning he came on and made the save. I think, once again, this would not be a high overall card. It'd be likely a silver, but it'd be pretty cool to see. You know, these are his hitting stats: 55 plus contact, 33 plus power per side, 80 speed. This would be another kind of two-way player that would be more so an event card. This is obviously not something I would go ahead and use in ranked seasons, but it could be cool nonetheless, and it's a fun card, something to use, you know, just for fun. You're not going to use it competitively, but it's something to have, and Orioles fans, they could really use a bright spot for this season. And then I want to talk about a couple more guys that I did pull from the website, Kyle Schwarber being one of them. Of course, he does already have a Diamond Flashback 85 overall. This performance, a 2 home run, 7 RBI game where he had a 473-foot schlong bomb. I think there's a decent shot that he could get a card. You know, it just depends. He already has a Diamond card, but maybe they want to give him an 88, 89 overall, something like that. It could be cool. Kyle Schwarber, a lot of people really like his swing. Even people still use the 85 overall, whether it be on their bench or whatnot. I think it could be a cool card to add. Didi Gregorius for the Yankees, of course, was injured to start out the year, but it's been pretty good for them so far. This performance, he had his 100th career home run and a 5-hit, 7 RBI game. I believe that was against my Tampa Bay Rays, unfortunately. It seems so many guys have really good performances against my Rays, especially the Yankees, that is. I think there's a good chance he doesn't have a Diamond card. Maybe they would give him like a Diamond Flashback from last year or something, but I think this could be another opportunity for him to get a Diamond card. Very good performance. And then finally, Philip Ervin for the Cincinnati Reds. He had a 6-hit game, so he's a bronze card right now. He would obviously be like a silver card, nothing too spectacular, but it's a guy that's probably going to get a card. So that is going to do it for this video. Like I said, Topps Now Player of the Month flashbacks are going to be coming out on Friday, along with the new POTM Lightning Diamond. Couple guys who I think are the most deserving: Brandon Crawford, Nelson Cruz, Steven Strasburg, Travis dArnaud, just to list a few. I think there's probably going to be a lot of that is going to come into fruition. Of course, we usually see 4 diamonds. Hopefully they even go more diamonds, because we're in an interesting situation. We've never seen this high of an inventory of really good cards this early in MLB The Show. So hopefully they take out the silvers and give us more diamonds and give us high overall diamonds that actually have a chance to be on people's teams. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like down below. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. There goes Saudi.
Love is love and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.